When a friend is grieving, our first instinct is, to just be there for them. But what do you do when there is thousands of miles away, in a country with its own unique customs, like Sweden? Honestly, it can feel a little paralyzing. You want to help so badly, but you don't want to misstep. So today we're going to walk you through how to send meaningful, culturally sensitive support across those borders so your kindness really truly lands. Yeah, it's a tough question, right? It can leave you feeling totally helpless. You want to offer that comfort, to show you care, but the distance just feels like this giant, impossible barrier. But here's the thing, you absolutely can bridge that gap. We're going to explore how a really thoughtful, well-chosen gesture can say everything you want it to, even from half a world away. Okay, so here's our plan. We're going to walk through this step by step. First, we'll talk about the challenge of distance itself. Then, we'll dive into the cultural side of Swedish condolences. From there, it's all about practical gift ideas, what to actually write in your card. And finally, the nuts and bolts of how to get your support delivered. All right, so let's just dive right in and talk about the main challenge here. When you're sending support internationally, it's not just about, shipping and logistics. It's about understanding those cultural nuances to make sure your gesture of warmth and sincerity is received exactly as you mean it to be. And look, it is a really delicate topic, so the fact that you're thinking so carefully about this, that's huge. That is the most important first step. The goal isn't to find some perfect gesture, but to find one that lets you be present in spirit, even when you can't be there in person. Now we're getting to what is maybe the most crucial part of this whole thing, understanding the cultural context. This insight is the absolute key to making sure your support truly resonates with your friend in Sweden. This right here is a really, really important cultural distinction. While some of us might be used to larger, maybe more public displays of sympathy, Swedish culture generally values a much quieter, more personal approach. Sincerity is valued so much more than extravagance. It's not about how big the gesture is, it's about the genuine heart behind it. So if there's one thing to remember, it's this. Think personal, not performative. The Swedish way of showing support is all about respecting personal space while still offering genuine comfort. A small, thoughtful act that just says, "I'm thinking of you," will always mean more than something big or elaborate. Okay, so with that cultural understanding in our back pocket, let's get practical. What kind of gift actually provides comfort and fits with this whole idea of understated sincerity? Well, we've got some really wonderful ideas coming right up. Food. I mean, it's such a universal comfort, isn't it? And when someone's grieving, practical support is often the most appreciated thing in the world. You can add a really thoughtful local touch with things like saffron buns or cloudberry jam or some really nice sea salt chocolate. These are familiar, soothing things in Swedish culture. And please, never underestimate the gift of a simple, ready-to-eat meal. When someone is grieving, taking one small task off their plate can feel like a monumental act of kindness. And it's not just about food. Things that create a sense of calm and comfort are also just perfect. Think about aromatic candles, a really soft blanket to wrap up in, or even a journal for some quiet reflection. A small plant can bring a bit of life into the home, and a simple bouquet of white flowers, which are traditional for funerals in Sweden, is a beautiful way to honor a memory.
Okay, picking out a gift is one thing, but figuring out what to say, gosh, that can feel even harder, can it? But again, the key here is just sincerity and simplicity. You really don't need to write a long, elaborate letter. A few heartfelt words are more than enough.
Here are 2 simple but really powerful phrases you can use. And please, don't worry about getting the pronunciation perfect. It's truly the thought that counts. Jag tänker på dig just means I am thinking of you. It's so beautifully direct. Med varmt deltagande translates to with warm condolences, and it's also a very common and very appropriate thing to say. Seriously, never, ever underestimate the power of your own words. The time you take to just write a simple personal note is a gift all by itself. That's the part of your gesture that really closes the distance and connects your heart directly to your friends. All right, you've picked a thoughtful gift, you've written your note. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. How do you actually get it to your friend in Sweden without a ton of hassle? The process really just boils down to 3 straightforward steps. Once you've chosen your gift and written your message, we highly recommend using a delivery service that's based in Europe. This helps you dodge potential customs delays and long shipping times, making sure your package arrives right when it's needed most. For instance, a service like Walwater Gifts, an original gift producer that's actually based in Europe, is a perfect example of this. Companies like them can put together gift baskets with locally sourced, culturally appropriate items and then handle all the delivery seamlessly. Using a service like this just takes all the logistical stress off your shoulders, so you can focus on what really, really matters, showing you care.
And that really brings us to the core of it all, doesn't it? Distance can feel so immense, but a genuine act of kindness, it just has a way of crossing any border and reaching the person who needs it. It makes you think, what's one small, quiet act of compassion you can offer someone today, whether they're near or far?